It is important, Melissa, and let me just put some quick context on it. As an analyst, the math doesn't get any easier than this kind of math. They told us recently there's 100 million Prime subs, price increases by $20. That's $2 billion a year in annual pure profit. This is all incremental. And so I'm going to try to put that in perspective for next year, kind of 2019. That's going to add about 4% to the bottom line. So this is a big deal, and I think speaks to how connected people are or committed these Prime members are to the Amazon platform.
I mean, we saw this with Netflix as well. They raised prices, and that was also pure profit, and people basically didn't flinch.
Yeah, I don't think most consumers are going to flinch. They use the earnings call as a platform to try to sell people on why you got to stick with this. And one of the metrics that they gave out was that there's 100 million items now that are delivered for free over 2 days, Prime, which is one of the benefits, obviously, of Prime. And that number in 2014 or 2016 was 20 million. So we've had just kind of some exponential growth in the number of items that qualifies that. And as you said, no one's going to flinch at this. This is it's a big number that's going to get added to Amazon's bottom line.
Gene, it's Karen. Let me ask something. Did you have anything in your model for next year for a price increase for Prime subscribers? Zero.
We didn't. We did not. And I did not pick up that from investors either. So I think that this is a surprise. And the magnitude's a surprise, too. A typical price increase would be 10%. They're doing it 20% this time.
Gene, do you think that this signals the first price increase since 2014? Does it signal that they're going to start spending a lot more on content? Obviously, they give that content for free to Prime members. This is video content.
Yeah, I think that I'm glad you brought that up because this there's a very I'm going to run out of adjectives to describe how powerful of a quarter this has been, and in particular around the profitability, basically double what people had expected. But I want to remind people about a philosophy that Amazon has, which is they have talked in the past about flexing their profitability muscle to remind investors the type of leverage in the model. That's what they're doing this quarter. So I bet in this call they will probably remind analysts, don't get carried away with these higher margins. They're going to invest in things like Prime, like you mentioned, and other products. The other could be in healthcare, who knows, and new forms of Echo. So expect this is really good. Don't want to take anything away from the quarter, but I would expect some tempered optimism around how the margins are going to play out over the next year.
You sounded pretty jazzed about the quarter overall, Gene. I mean, even just when the first press release dropped. How would you grade the quarter?
I mean, it was very few A's out there. I guess it was an A before, and then when they did that price increase, I hate to say it, but it's an A+.
Wow. So you would buy the stock tomorrow up 6%?
I think that this company is going to answer your question is we're still believers in Amazon. I think the stock does move higher over time. And part of the reason is that these are still early. Quickly is that retail is going to get still systematically taken apart by Amazon. This concept of dropping things off in your car while you're at work. I mean, it's brilliant how they're attacking this. They're going to gain mind share and AWS acceleration from 43 in September, 45 and 49% in the March quarter. I think is testimony to a killer product in a growing market. And so that's an A+ type of a quarter.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.